I finally read it. Oh my god, guys! Yes, I did it. This book is Misruled by Heather Walter. This is the second book to release basically the retelling of Sleeping Beauty. I love a good retelling now. I've been so much loving them so far. Not only am I loving retellings, mythology, any mythology related, and a lot of mystery books. That is what I'm going off a lot by now, and I actually love it. This says, did they break the curse or begin one? Now that is something I don't know. And I just realised I was trying to figure out the first book, and it's literally there, the name. So this is the cover. The cover is literally going to be matching the other one. We have the book. Too bad it's only a duology, but this is like a big ass book as well. So, the Dark Grace is dead. Feared and despised for the sinister power in her veins, Elise has spent 100 years wreaking her revenge on the kingdom that made her an outcast. Once a realm of descendants and beauty, Briar is now wholly Alice's wicked domain, and no one escapes the consequences of her wrath. Not even the one person that holds her heart. Princess Aurora saw through Alice's thorny facade and in love that promised that a dawn of a new age. But then love came under a heavy price. Aurora now sleeps under a curse that even Alice's fast power cannot seem to break, and the dream of the world that they built together is nothing but ash. Elise vows to do anything to wake the woman she loves, even if it means descending into the monster Briar believes her to be. But could Aurora ever love the villain Elise has become? Or is it true love only for a fairy tale? And then I went to this page because I was interested. Father, I am Wayland in Carden, as my ship cannot manage the reminder of the voyage home. Briar is sacked. My crew and I barely escaped from the harbour with our lives. The Briar King is dead, and the realm aflame, and I heard the Princess Aurora was cursed to sleep, or to die. I do not know which one's true, but she cannot have survived. There was a creature, winged and ravenous and brutal. I saw it rip a man in two with its claws, and something like from a nightmare, but a monster is real. And the beast rules Briar. This is from Prince Elias. I was like, dang, that's a big thing. Oh, let's look at the book naked. Just a naval book with a silver spine. That's pretty. But that is it. Let's read about this book, because, hold on. So obviously, I have told plenty of times I do love a good fairy tale retelling of anything. This is obviously a queer book as well, which I absolutely love. This storytelling of any, like I said, any fairy tale retelling I love is something I'm going to. So, obviously, I read Melis's, I don't know, it was like last year? Did I read it last year or did I read it this year? I don't know. So when I found out there was going to be this book, I was so excited I cannot wait to get it. I only recently got it this year, the second book, and I have not been able to get to it yet. And I finally, God, I did. Oof. So I'll say it did actually last at the end of the book. Obviously this is obviously just a duology, but I cannot wait to see what this author does bring out as well. I know I say that a lot to thing sort of about that in my videos. I can't wait to see what the author brings out. But it's true, like if I keep that book on my shelf for a very long time, meaning I cannot wait to see a lot. Like I really enjoyed that book. I cannot wait to see what author they bring out. So Melise follows Elise and Aura as they try to break the Aura's curse. But though true love's kiss saves Aura once, she was basically put back to sleep again, which is so annoying. So everyone will be able to kiss her awake, apart from Elise. 100 years have passed, and the Briarcombe is now home to Elise's dark court. So over the years, she has been destroying the fake courts of her people while secretly trying to find a way to remove the curse from the woman she loves. So Elise would do anything for Aurora, but when she finally awakens, she'll be able to love the villain Elise has become. But this book, holy moly, it was a little slow to get into, but by the time we got to the second half of the book, I was literally flying through it. The book is packed with adventure and intrigue, and I love that about a good book as well, with retelling. You've got that adventure story. Yes. So much of this book is set in the Dark Court, this new Dark Court, sorry, let me say that again. New Dark Court, and I'm like, that sounds good. I literally cannot wait to get merch from this. There's a lot of I hate, why do I do this myself? Political machinery going on, but with the war in the background, you still get plenty of action. This book has a perfect blend of both, and I was simply excited. I went into this book expecting a romance with a happy ending, and I did get it. Just not in the way I thought it was going to happen. Literally. I won't go into detail because I'm trying my hardest not to spoil the book, but I keep doing it. So I'm like, I need to make sure I remember to say that the book spoilers going to happen, and I don't. I keep forgetting, so I'm trying so hard not to say spoilers, guys. But trust me, I'm trying. But whew. And okay, so this was a cute, fluffy ending. Obviously, that just made me happy and excited. And just like scream out loud, was excited. Sometimes it's nice to see things don't end perfectly but there was a hope for better. When the characters have been through like hell in this book or in the Red Queen books, for example, like those. It does make sense for them not to tumble immediately into the expected happy ending. Bad stuff happens, so that they need to process that. I'm perfectly content to see that and just to have the note of hope. So in this book, there you see more of the dark fey creatures. The imps are pretty adorable, even if they are pranksters, and the goblins and demons were quite interesting. I enjoyed getting to experience this side of the world. As the first book would focus on the human kingdom, now we're into the more of the creature kingdom, the demon kingdom, kind of whatever it's called. So this was diving headfirst into the magical side with only a hint of a human. That was fun, and I definitely wanted to reread the duology. I think I will definitely reread this book again, maybe in the near future, but I definitely liked it. So there's obviously a lot of new characters in this book. I quite like this human man called Derek. He was like the only survivor on a ship, and Elise is not his biggest fan. So yet, as time goes on, they form an almost friendship that I find quite sweet, but also one of the loved ones of the fairy horses that he convinced the court to keep. Chaos. I love books with fun with an animal companion. Wow, I could not say that word very properly. Though we already had Callow, I like the inclusion of Chaos too. It helps the book feel more like fairy tale, So with this book, is more directly between Sleeping Beauty retelling. In this book, you have a Sleeping Beauty kingdom surrounded by thorns, the original thing, blah 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 blah. And obviously with Elise with her new bad side, I can't say it, so and a kiss would wake Aurora up. But she wakes up earlier than the book than expected, so I thought, oh, the book is going to be about these two guys come to terms of who they are, who they really are. Is Elise going to come to terms of how Aurora's going to react to how she is? But so much past, both the world and they have changed, they both reacted to that differently. So Aurora basically feels betrayed, but Elise wouldn't change the past as she did for a reason. It's an interesting back and forth. Elise also being affected by the spirit of Mortana, which definitely adds to the drama and makes things a little bit more interesting in the book. So I'm glad I did get to finally read this, and I cannot wait to see if there's going to be any more I know this sounds weird, but I don't normally read books like this, but I'd like to read more of queer fairy tale retellings in the future, because I think it's definitely going to be something that will be good to read in the future as well. And like I said, I did really enjoy it. I loved the first book, and I cannot wait to see. I'm going to keep repeating myself. I can't wait to see what this author wrote. Yep. So next up, I do have a trilogy coming up, and that's going to be a fun one to read. So I want to start reading that. But I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have fun, and I'll see you guys. Bye.